I have a bad habit of buying the first volume of manga and then never reading it. But in 2026, I'm going to change that. I'm reading a different first volume of manga in my collection every single day until I have read them all. And today I read The Ghost and the Lady by Kazuhiro Fujita. What if history's Florence Nightingale was actually followed by a ghost? And that ghost battled eidolons, which are creatures that come off of all human beings. Turns out that ghost beating off those eidolons is actually how Florence Nightingale had so much influence and power. Ghost, or the man in gray, was a talented duelist. This story attempts to add a layer of fantasy to a historical fiction narrative. It turns dramatic events into actual fights and battles. And while the history of Florence Nightingale is still centered to the story, it gets wrapped up in this beautiful anime manga aesthetic. This is historical fiction done incredibly well. Some of the most crisp line work I've seen in manga. Fujita is truly a master with the pen. While some pages throughout the story were incredibly wordy, it did not slow down the strength of this narrative. It had almost a novel-like quality to it. The series is only 2 volumes, and they are deeply out of print, so it's difficult for me to even get the second volume of this, but gosh, did I love this first volume. I think if you're a fan of series like Innocent, or maybe even Record of Ragnarok, this could fit right into something you'd like. It's a short story, intentionally, only 2 volumes, and could be a great thing for your shelf. And obviously, if you're a manga collector like me, then you're gonna need this once you've read it, because you're gonna want both books because it's that good. Florence and the ghost relationship is just awesome. I also love that the narrative is being told almost like a flashback, because I also like the ghost's relationship with the museum curator. When you can turn character drama and real life things into fun fantasy fiction, then you know you're doing something right. The Ghost and the Lady was awesome. I'm definitely grabbing volume 2 and gonna hold on to this series. And I really wish that more of Fujita's works would be printed in English. Tomorrow, I'll be reading Tower Dungeon. Make sure to come back and see what I think.